Hello and welcome to DVB Box Pop, a podcast featuring voices from Generation Z.
We are your hosts, Nyingsu
and Tuya.
Tune in every week to hear young people share their personal stories
and how they hope to achieve a future democratic Myanmar,
free from military dictatorship. To listen, follow DVB English in your podcast app.
DVB Box Pop is available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm your host, Nyingsu. Welcome back to DVB Vox Pop. For this week's episode, I am with two young founders of Karenni Voice Media. Welcome to DVB Vox Pop, Shein Nway.
Hi. Thanks for inviting us.
So tell me, how did you start Karenni Voice Media?
When we arrived Karenni State at 2021 October, and there were a lot of intense fighting between military and defense forces, and there a lot of reporters in this area that used to be in this area have to fled to the border area, so there's no one reporting about that, and there is no one capturing the moment, taking the photo or recording the voices. So then we realized there a lot. This is really big intense fighting. Military is fighting with tank and jet fighter, and I have never seen this in my life. So we decided to report these, how many civilians were killed by military. So how many time military attack with jet fighter. So these data are important that we think. So we decided to collect the data, and after that we also decided to report these data to the general public. That's how we started the Karenni Voice.
So you guys use the Facebook to spread the news?
At the time we only use Facebook as a platform to report about these.
And then you guys did a great job on publishing Yo, meaning We Struggle, news bulletin about the situation in Karenni State. So in the bulletin, it informed about roots and conflict situation in Karenni State. Can you tell me more about the categories included in your news bulletin, and how do you get the idea to start it?
Like he said, we started Karenni Voice in 2021 November, and as we can at that time we can only publish in social medias about the news. And after a year at 2022, I started to think, like, in the Karenni State, most of the places are lack of internet access, so the ITVs and local people didn't know what is happening in Karenni State. So there are a lot of accidents happens to, like, some of the places are forbidden by defense forces. They said don't go there, they're military, they're gentle there, or like they're landmines. People don't know because there is no internet, and so that statements are only on the social media, so people don't know, ITVs don't know. So we started to think, like, yep, we need something to inform them. So that's how we started bulletins. About the categories, we put like 5 categories. Like number one is about the battles and conflicts of junta and defense force, and like, okay, where one was happened battles between at well, and like that, like that's battles happen there, like that. And then we trying to collect the war crimes, like how many civilians are dead in a month. Like, we collect the data, we inform that, like, and the air attack by gender, and also the damage of residents. They are both by the air attack or artillery fire. I like both. According to our data, it's really obvious that most of people died from artillery fire, and like that. That's according to our data. We collect daily, and we put these categories, and the next one in general we put like a lot like roots about the roots. Yeah, almost about it. It's the important one about the roots, like which place cannot be used because they are landmines or because there's gender there. Also, like some opportunities, like we have scholarship programs. So we put these so that the children or the youth in the IDP camps can see and they can apply that. So we use such scholarship programs. Yeah, that's what we added.
Yeah. So, like you said, these bulletins are issued only for Karenni people who didn't know about the conflict situation because of the shortage of internet, right? So, how do Karenni people react to these bulletin when they have a chance to read it?
Yeah, I think they enjoy it. We put our phone numbers and our contact numbers in these news bulletin. Every month they call us and ask more about these bulletin, and that's the great. That there are also small restaurants in the liberated area in the small village. There are a lot of small restaurants, and some of the restaurant call us and ask to put like 10 news bulletins in the restaurants, and that the customers are really like it. So like that. Also, ITV can one time a man from ITV can call us and tell about the problem they are facing and ask to report about these like that. So I think it is they enjoy it.
I saw some photos and news briefing. I assume you guys go to take those photos. Are there any difficulties getting those photos?
After we made Karenni Voice platform, then later we started to take photos with because we know some photojournalists, and with their contacts we started to take photos. So yeah, difficulties about it's this time is really sensitive, so there are a lot of difficulties, like we can shoot faces, or we can in photos we need to avoid the locations like that. So yeah, most of the photos we got are like the war crimes by gender, like some houses hit by artillery fire, and we go there and we took photos, but it's not really safe, and we have to really take care about the locations and phases.
We publish once a month, and that's not really update for the audience, for the people. So we are thinking about that, but we honestly we have a lot of challenge, like financial challenge, and also electric, and also transportation. So yeah, thanks to the local organization, there are a lot of like teachers union and some CDM doctors are traveling around to give the healthcare. So they help us a lot. They help us to contribute these bulletins, and we also have like electric and financial problems. So we are trying to overcome that, but I'm not sure what's gonna be next. We are also trying to establish a community radio. So I'm not sure about that.
I wonder, how do you contribute these paper news bulletin to other parts of Karenni State? Because Karenni State has a lot of townships and a lot of IDP camps and everything. So how do you contribute them?
There are a lot of groups in X, like medic groups. They give medical cares. They go other IDP camps, like mobile groups, and there are also teachers union, and these places are like they reach a lot. We only we can go many camps, like so in Western Timor townships we can go. We go to like every camps, IDP camps, and every townships, and we distribute the news bulletins. And for other places like Eastern Demoso townships. We also contact with Nuguruli, and they can reach like every IDP camps in Eastern Demoso townships. So they can cover Eastern, and we cover Western. And for Fruso, it's by that medic groups, mobile medic groups. They go and take care, give medical care, and they took our bulletins, and they distribute there. So also like we reached to some camps in Bolake and move here like that. Like we give it by others like that.
So we can say this is a successful contribution to the other Karenni states, right?
Apart from
really, not. Like not Rigor, of course.
Of course, not Rigor.
Not Rigor.
In the liberated area, we can contribute. Apart from quantity limitations, so like I said, we have financial challenge, so we can't print a lot. So apart from that, we can distribute almost everywhere in liberated area. Thanks to the local organization, they help us a lot into contribution.
I know that you also mentioned that you guys have faced some financial challenges. So I wonder, how do you manage financially to contribute this bulletin monthly?
Recently we for the contribution, like the local organization helps, and we ourselves also drive with the motorcycle and go around the IDP camps, and that's the one. And like the teachers union helps us to print out. We can print a lot, but it still works. In one IDP camp, there's estimately like 100 people, like so, but we only give them like 3 bulletins. That's not enough number. That's our limitation for contribution. That's okay. We can contribute. We can reach out different places in liberated area, but we can't give enough quantity like that. So to manage it, we are trying to tell us the other organization, like maybe like some non-government organization to help us financially. We are now asking them. So that's in the process. I'm not sure that will work or won't. I still don't know.
If people want to support your works, how can they get in touch?
They can easily found us on Facebook, social media with name Karenni Voice, and we have also our Gmail, like karennivoice@gmail.com, and these are easy to access, I think.
In the Karenni Voice media, how many people are working on how many people are working on this news bulletin?
So we started Karenni Voice with 5 people, and now, but some how can I say, some came some became soldier.
Defense, in defense forces.
In defense forces, I mean, not in gender, of course. And like some back homes and works, like have a lot of situation, and only we 2 left. And so we 2 make these news bulletins. But as he said, there are a lot of people in helping us in distributing. But making this is us.
What's the future plan for Karenni Voice Media?
We are thinking about serving local people, so we are trying to establish a community radio, but not only, as we are collaborating with Federal FM, and we are planning right now. And if we can establish a community radio, we can also hire local young people as our reporter, as our photographer, and there's also, so this is also a chance for them, I think. And we can also inform the local people who are lack of internet access. After we established the community radio, we will also establish podcasts. By these radio content, we will transform them as a podcast, so local people will have more options like news bulletin, radios, and podcasts. So these are our idea recent. That's all we have recently.
And in 2021, February 1st, the Myanmar military seized power and the coup happened. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, honestly, I cried at this morning at 5 a.m. Oh, I don't know. It's really sad. Like, honestly, it was not the government wasn't great before the coup. So we are struggling to establish our country, to complete the process of nation building, to complete the democratization. Like we all are struggling, but now suddenly it's like someone punched in my face. Everything we've tried is collapsed. Like, so I feel really sad at that morning.
Yeah, of course, me too. It was. Actually, I don't think like that. Although I'm not really unfamiliar with the situation. I mean, there are lots of students who thinks they can have hands, but as we don't think like that. I don't know why. We just don't think. And yeah, some are said that can be happen, and like, but maybe that's my denial stage. I never thought like that, but yeah, it happens, and it's really bad, I think.
And so the coup happened, and how do you manage on that? Why did you decide to go to Karenni State?
Yeah, at first we protest, of course. Yeah, and I haven't protested much though, actually, because in March, the gender announced a warrant for me, and so that's when I decided not to live in Yangon anymore, and I moved to liberated area and Karen first, and yet later, but like about 7 or 8 months, and then I came to Karenni. Yeah, just actually I didn't choose much, but yes, just these at the time there are a lot of intense battles happens in Karenni, and I'm really interested about it, so I choose to go. Yeah.
Yes, like she says, at this time the fighting were very intense in Karenni State, and we also have one friend in Karenni State. Yeah, not like a friend in Karenni State. We have a friend who have a friend in Karenni State. So he contacted us between us, and the one in the Karenni State asked to come to them, so we went there like that.
So when you were there at the first time, what was your challenge? Because you both are not Karenni, right? So how about the language barrier, and now you're also doing the Karenni Voice media, so you need to get in touch with a lot of local people. So what is your personal challenge on that?
Yeah, of course, language barrier is huge, and also like actually the local peoples are really good to we are, what can I say, strangers like that, but somehow there's also some cases like trust building. We need to prove that. Yeah, it takes a long time, I think, too. So that's why. But now we are really I think now we are really easy to get trust by them, because we've been living there like now over 1 year, and although we can speak their mother tongue, their language, but yeah, they are not really unfamiliar to us now. That of course before they are like we became an outsider, and it's these kinds of problems we have in every ethnic groups, I think. So yeah, there are some challenges before then, but now I think they're settled. Yeah.
In the early years, they see us an outsider, and why? Yeah, and outsider. Also an outsider, also a reporter. How can I look at people threat? So we've been through a lot, but more we when the time is enough, they believe us. They thought that we are living with them, we are one of them, we are suffering like them. So
and then we're being attacked by we are being attacked by gender attack with them together. we have to flash together.
So they started to believe us. Oh, okay, if I betrayed them, like if I inform the military, not only them, I'm also in trouble because I'm living with them. So.
Yeah. So now you guys becoming reporter and also photographer, and now so how do you cope with your mental health, because you will see a lot of people, and also you need to like write an article about it, and also how do you cope with your mentally? Do you have any support from other organization?
Not a like professional organization. Yes, we see people dying. We see our friends, even some of our friends died in Belter and was killed by military. But there are also a lot of other people who are struggling together with us. Like I said, that the teachers, the CDM daughters, they are living near us in Karenni. We live very near, so every day we have a chance to talk together. We have a time to spend together. So I think we encourage each other. I think they also tell the problem about their facing. We also tell our problem, and I think we are dependent on each other. And like I said, the people, when you look around the people in Karenni State, they are not scared easily. Even they are attacked by jet fighter or artillery fire, or they attack easily, and we are inspired by them. Oh, they really strong. They are also like I said, there are also small restaurants near the Wazo. Oh, no one asked them to open like that, but they're really brave. Inspired. Also, why can't we be? So they're really brave, and they are facing these problems. Why can't we? But one thing is, we make us ourselves busy, like take photography, write something, or record or report. I think in this situation, if we are not busy or we are free, the mental can be attacked easily, I think. So military is doing what they have to do, attacking us, and we are also doing what we have to do, reporting, collecting, taking photos like that. So and like I said, we have community, maybe different in profession. Some are teachers, some are volunteers who are helping IDPs, and some are like doctors, some are soldier. But we have community. We talk to each other. We dependent on each other. We help each other, and that's what great, I think.
We have faced mental illness since the coup. Actually, we saw a lot of protesters died, and then comrade dies, people died, a lot of dying, and and I remember the very first time the comrade I know lose his leg because of landmine. It's different, It's different when the one is used to be your friends like that. So that feeling is really bad. But now he's in the front line. He's in the front line. He have to, of course, recover his leg, and now he use the artificial ones. I'm remembering this. So he used artificial ones, and now he's in front line with sniper. He's become sniper comrades. That's really motivated for me. And some wars by IDPs, local people, like they are not afraid. Like some all of my sons are in quarantine area, defense forces, and also I want to be in there too. But I'm mother, so I like that, and I think these are our mental pay.
Yeah, I hope other people can motivate like you guys. So, and my last question is that what's your opinion on these conflicts in Karenni State and other region? What do you see of Myanmar's future?
I'm not really worried about the Karenni State. Like people were killed recently. People are killed by military attack with jet fighter, but they can eradicate the resistance. The resistance in Karenni State will get stronger and stronger day by day. That's what I believe. Yet for Myanmar, for the whole country, I don't know exactly about the others area. Like I know the Karenni State, so but one thing that I'm sure is military cannot eradicate the defense forces like they used to think. Maybe they are trying to divide the forces. Yeah, they used to divide, and they are recently also dividing between like EAO and defense force. The military offer peace talks to the EAO, but they regard PDF as a terrorist force like that. They divide. Maybe in future they might divide between those PDF forces. So that's the challenge we have to face, I think. But one thing sure is they cannot eradicate. The most important thing we need is humanitarian aid, I think. Military killing lots of people every day, burning down the villages, and they are trying. They intend. I think what their intention is that people can stand their autocracy, and then people ask those defense forces not to fight anymore like that. That's what I think. They are trying to force the people to scare. That's what they are trying. And so we need emergency humanitarian aid, I think, for Karenni, also for displaced people in other area. When we get this aid, defense forces will not be pressured by the local people, so they can focus on fighting the military. If not, when people get scared, they will ask those forces not to fight anymore, and that's the big pressure on the fighting force, I think.
Military only have 10% of their control land areas. This they can operate their educations or like that. So these are, but that the percentage of areas is really smaller than the defense forces, and most of the places are Warsaw, bad though, and so about the Karenni, I think defense forces are not loose in about the battles or about the area, about the control area. But above the whole country, there are a lot of problems occurs later. Of course, after the coup, a lot of armed forces appeared, and that caused a lot of problems, I think. Before that, we have only one intention, just fighting the gender. But but in other places they're not like that, and I think the conflicts there are also some places like the conflicts between the defense force happened, and yeah, I think these problems are really important to solve, to find out and to solve right now, or it will be worse. I think it will be worse because that makes us weaker than our real enemy gender, I think. So yeah, so about I know exactly like this problem didn't have in Karenni. Like I'm living in there and I know like what's really happening, and this kind of problems not much was in Karenni, but I think we can have some news about their problems like that, their conflicts, and not with gender, their conflicts between acts, and I think we need to solve this. We need to focus on this. Yeah, if not, and that's even worse. And like people don't know who to believe, and people don't know what to do, and they will be less trusted in revolution, I think.
In general, we are winning war, I think, in military aspect. Military cannot eradicate those forces, and for the political aspect, for the international aspect, we are also winning, but to eradicate the military, we also need strategy, maybe political strategy, military strategy. We have a lot of fighters and we have a lot of academics, so that's the great end. But you know, like Francis Bacon, he said knowledge is power, and I think information and data are essential to get knowledge. So for the organizations in Karenni, like KNDF and Defense Forces, and I want them to collect and focus on the data, like civilian death because of military, or housing destroyed because of military, like this. And we are friend with we are friend with a lot of defense forces servicemen, and I know their courage. I know they don't scare, but I want also them. I want them to focus on the on like these information and these detailed data about that, because these data we can get on these data. When we analyze these data, we will get the information, and with this information we will get the knowledge, and then we can analyze, we can find a way how to fight the military till the end, how to eradicate this military. So I think these information and data are important, and I want to ask them to collect them properly, to focus more about on them, and like we used to be. We were dependent on each other, and we help each other, and I believe that Karenni will won this war, and I believe this.
It's been about 2 years after Coup. I can still see a lot of people who are not giving up fighting, like CDM students, CDM teachers, fundraising teams, even comrades like that. Yeah, we are one of them, and I think seeing people didn't give up is really good, but we need to focus on our weakness and go on, and that's how we can success. So
thank you for being here with us, and thanks for sharing your personal stories, and I hope the Karenni Voice can success more.
Thank you
for inviting us.